Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for our e-Gurukula sessions, and today is a Monday. We have words for the week. So today also we had gone to one college, one institute. So they do the lighting of the lamp. They ask us, so let us begin. We request the dignitaries to light up the lamp. But there was no picture of Krishna. And later they recited some shloka also. Shubham Karoti Kalyanam, something like that. So people have many practice of regularly reciting some shlokas in the assembly, some prayers and things. And some do they know meaning also. But living on that shloka becomes a big question. Like once, Prabhupada disciples had come to South India especially. And here the people were telling, oh, Swamiji, your people doesn't know the pronunciation. Prabhupada, their pronunciation may not be right, but they're having a renunciation. That is perfect. So that's why in the devotee circle, this is advantage. We get to learn the meaning of the shlokas and how to apply in our lives also. That's why Srila Prabhupada has given the purpose. So when we are reciting the shlokas, when we are studying the shlokas, so recitation also we should know. Eventually memorization also we should get. But we should not forget the application also in our life. So that's why we are spending a good amount of time, not going fast, so that then we don't forget the essence of the shlokas. Such great wisdom Lord Krishna personally have spoken. So let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam. Vande Ham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lilita Shri Vishakhantam Shah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nami Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So let us come to the today interesting shlokas. Many of you will be knowing already, but we'll go ahead with this. We'll recite the shloka 1 and 2 that we completed, right? I'll share the screen here. Is it visible? You are able to see the Bhagavad Gita shloka?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Janmadashraya Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yathadnyasya Tachrunu. So you can remember the beginning of this chapter because this is a middle section The 6 chapters begin with the 7, ending with the 12. These are the considered as the most confidential knowledge, these 6 chapters. Because why Krishna is going to speak about himself. That's why the shloka begins with Maya, Mai, unto me. So keep your mind attached to Krishna, then this section will be very sweet. Maya asakta mana. So this is the beginning of the chapter. You can like that. You can some logic we should have. This is not the way. I mean, this is not like where I read something like that. I'm just putting some logic. So this may not be heard from somebody, but looks sensible, reasonable, isn't it? That's why I'm just giving some hint. We all also should have a habit of developing some memory map. In your academics also, you should have that practice. Some link, some initials of the letters, or some words connected to some our known terminologies or some things. That will give us the hit to remember the shloka and what is the next shloka and what is the next. It will come up. So just here, this section, Tachrunu. I think we can analyze also how many questions Arjuna asked in this section and how many questions Arjuna asked in other section. Because here Krishna is telling just here. So maybe total number of Arjuna asking question. I was also reading once. Total number of verses Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita, 575. And Arjuna had asked question, I think there are 2 dozens or so, I mean around 25 or something like that. And Sanjay had a few shlokas, I think around 7 or 6 something. And Dhritarashtra have 1 in the beginning. So this is a beginning of this. So some logic we should remember so that then we know how to. Then Tachrunu, Krishna told just here, all your doubts will be vanquished. Without any doubt, you'll understand completely about me. Taking my shelter, keeping your mind attached to me, having a full consciousness of me, you'll understand me without any doubt. You can come to know about me, free from doubts. And then after telling this shloka, what is the second shloka? Anyone remember? Even I'm also trying to recollect. We know the yeah. So after hearing this shloka, Krishna is telling what is the advantage of this hearing. So you will get both the knowledge, Jnanam and Vijnanam. Remember? Yeah, Jnanam Teham Savijnanam. So you will get both. Anybody remember the translation of these 2 words? Jnana and Savijnana. So Jnana means...
So it's like material and spiritual knowledge.
Yes. What Prabhupada used exact words? Luminous. I think just let me recollect what. Yeah, luminous. Vijnana means luminous. Jnana means phenomenal. So phenomenal knowledge and luminous knowledge. You will come to know about this, but yeah, both phenomenal and luminous, which I am going to declare upon you. Knowing this, you will have no more knowledge to be known further. That's why Bhagavad Gita, you will find all the Vedic knowledge. And whatever is not there in the Vedas, that also you find in the book Bhagavad Gita. Like that Prabhupada writes in the first verse, first purport, Bhagavad Gita there. So this is the second shloka. So after hearing, the first shloka ends with Tachrunu. Then what happened after hearing? You get a Jnana. That's why the second shloka begins with Jnana. Not only Jnana, but with Jnana also. So like that you can have a logic of why second shloka comes. So I'll try to get, there are nice commentaries also, the links between the shlokas. First shloka, then the second shloka, how it came, then the third shloka, what is the connection. So I'll try to prepare that also in the presentation. Now I'm showing you in the Veda base, but I'll try to get some PPT if some of you can make up the shlokas. And then it will be easy, because in the presentation with the animation, it will become very easy to view. So this is the second. Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshami asheshataha yad jnatva neha bhuyonyas jnatavyam avashishyate. Yad jnatva, knowing which nothing will remain, avashishyate. Everything will get to know. Now Krishna begin telling how many people have learned this knowledge. One may ask, na? That's why third. How many of you are familiar with this shloka? You might have heard, na? Many places Prabhupada quotes in the books, or devotees also say many. How many of you are familiar with this shloka? It might have covered in some of the sessions also for all of you. Manushyanam sahasreshu. Sahasra means what? Sahasra yuga paryantam. There also it comes in the 8th chapter.
100.
No, not 100.
1000.
1000. Yeah. No, that is Shastra. This is Sahasra. Shastra means the scripture, but this is a Sahasra. Sahasra means the 1000 or thousands. Sahasra. So Manushyanam Sahasreshu. 1000 Manushyo mein se. One among the thousands. Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Yatati Siddhai. Kaschit means somebody who is a very, very, what is a Kaschit meaning? Someone, you see. Kaschit. Yatati means endeavor karna. Yatan karna. There's endeavors. And Siddhaya means Siddhi. Siddhi means the, you say na yogic Siddhis. So the Siddhi general word means perfection. They say na Ganesh has a 2 wives, Riddhi and Siddhi. So Siddhi means the perfection. So Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschid Yatati Siddhai. One among the thousands. Out of many thousands, yeah, Sahasreshu. So in Sanskrit grammar, if you know, Sahasreshu, it becomes the, I think, 7th Saptami and the 3rd, that becomes the plurals, it become many. So among many of
Bahuvachan.
Bahuvachan, yeah. So someone may endeavor for this path. And Yatatam api siddhana. So in sab siddho mein se bhi, I mean, among all these siddhas also, Kaschin Mam Veti Tattvata. So now Kaschin, the first also we saw Kaschit word came, first line. Now also you see the Kaschin one, so few. And Siddhaya word also came before, and the 3rd line also Siddha word is there. So some amongst few among thousands will get perfection, and among such perfected peoples, few will come to know about me completely. Tattvata. Tattvata means, you know that shloka also, na? How to approach a guru. Anybody knows that famous shloka? 4.34. How we should approach to the spiritual master. You learned that? I'm sure you might have learned that. How one should approach to a guru. Tad vidhi. Anybody remember that? Tad vidhi pranipatena.
Pariprasnena sevaya.
Yeah. Yes, we'll hear from Diveshwar. Yeah, Diveshwar.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
Thank you. Correct, Shubham Prabhu, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Remembering, yeah. So Jnanina Tattvadarshina. There also word comes Tattva. Here also word has come Tattvata. Tattvata means to know completely. Tattva. Right? Tattva means the fact. General sense it is. Is baat ka tattva kya hai? Bataiye. Hindi they say na. Tattva means to know about the fact. So let's see exactly what is Prabhupada's translation. In fact, oh yes, I just said in generic way. I have not seen the translation. Luckily, it's the same only. Tattvata means in fact. Vetti means to know, does know, and Mam means me. So understood the meaning now? Before I show the complete translation, anyone got the meaning? I said also in between, but now you what to what meaning I explained you. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvat. What is the meaning now? Arjuna, I am going to tell you this knowledge. Tachrunu, you just hear. Knowing which jnanam teham savidjnanam. You will come to know both the knowledge of the phenomenal world and a numinous world. Yajnatva avashishyate. Nothing will remain to be known, anything beyond that. That was the second shloka said. But then Krishna says, how rare is this to know completely about me? This is a rarity of understanding Krishna completely. So out of many thousands among men, Manushyanam sahasreshu, one may endeavor for perfection. I can put up here, enter. Yeah, one may endeavor for perfection. Kaschin mam, yeah, Manushyanam sasishu, yeah, Kaschid yatati siddhaye. That is a siddhaye, they will endeavor. And out of those who have achieved perfection, yeah, is it some I am confused. Yeah, yatatam api siddhana, and hardly one come to know about it. Kaschin mam veti tatvata. So these are the 4 lines and the 4 meanings. So how rare is it's so, but surprisingly we are coming to know so perfectly. This is all Prabhupada's grace. Of course, we know only theoretically, and that also we have not studied completely about Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. But at least now we have a generic idea that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are all children, part and parcel of the Lord. What is the position of the Devatas? What are the universe structure, hell and heavens, Papa and Punya, and how Bhakti is beyond all these things, and then how there is necessity of accepting a spiritual master, the Guru Paramparas, right? All those knowledge we have learned now. It's Prabhupada has revealed the essence of everything he has given us. But still, I mean, it's very, very rare. Out of this also, we have to go on continuing practicing. Then we'll come to know about more and more finer truths. So that's what has been mentioned. So Prabhupada says there are various grades of men, and out of 1,000, so few will be interested. One may be sufficiently interested to know about it. See, how many children are coming for the daily learning Krishna consciousness? Only few of you. Generally, mankind is simply engaged in the animal activities of eating, sleeping, and hardly anyone have interest in this. So then Prabhupada says, first 6 chapters of the Gita are for those who are interested in a knowledge. That is Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. However, Krishna can be known only by person who are in Krishna consciousness. Right? So, but at the same time, Krishna is a supreme person, but he is a Paramatma and Bhagwan. So to know Krishna completely as a Bhagwan, that's very rare. The yogis and jnanis, they get confused in their attempt to understand Krishna. Even the greatest impersonalist, means although he was externally showed himself as an impersonalist, but he, Shankaracharya, Shripad Shankaracharya, admitted that the Gita commentary that Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. His followers do not accept Krishna as such because it's very difficult to know about Krishna. See, so many people have such a vague idea about Krishna. No? They will make their guru into Krishna. They say our guru is avatar of Krishna only. He's Krishna who has come. I had also gone to once South India towards Kerala and that direction. So I was shocked only. I went to that guru's ashram because they had invited there for the college program. Our one ISKCON devotee was working there as a teacher. They had an engineering college also of that their ashram. So their student program. Then he took me for a tour to that guru's ashram. And I was shocked seeing one photo. You know what they showed? Shall I laugh or cry? I was so much very concerned. They showed their guru in a small baby form, like a Krishna crawling. No, we have a Krishna baby, right? Crawling, stealing the butter and all. They showed their guru in a small baby form like that. Then they showed their guru little grown up, like Krishna running behind the cows, and then like that level, having a peacock feather on head. They kept peacock feather on their guru's head also. And then they showed another little more developed guru having a flute in the hand and the gopis around. My God. It's you're understanding, no? What kind of people make such a wrong. And even though some people may know about Krishna, but then their understanding also Krishna is okay. Krishna is a nice God. He had so many wives and then a good person. I think we also have Krishna. We can also enjoy like that and all. Or even beyond that also, people come to know about life and death and the material world and the spiritual world and all these things. But their understanding remain only up to Brahman. They cannot reach to the Bhagwan aspect, how Krishna has a spiritual world. Krishna lives in all the 5 prominent rasas. Dasya, Shanta, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, all reciprocations are there. Right? They don't reach to that level also. Like, can somebody give some of the examples of some personalities who were before only a impersonalist, but then they became the great devotees as soon as they heard about Krishna's knowledge. They got some prasad of the Lord in terms of some fragrance of the Tulsi came, and then they heard some Bhagavatam shlokas glorifying about Krishna's character. Immediately their devotion arose. They were impersonalist before. Anyone knows? Prabhupada writes, yeah, Kumaras are the one, correct. Chatush Kumaras. As soon as they smelled the fragrance of Tulsi coming from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, right? Chakara Tesham, that Bhagavatam says. Tulasi Makaranda Vayu, that fragrance came from the Tulsi leaves, which are there at the lotus. Immediately their devotion arose. And another one is Shukadeva Goswami, right? The son of Vyasadeva, who later became a such stalwart, has narrated the whole Bhagavatam to Parikshit. So the point is, it's how rare. And we think that I know about Krishna everything. Yeah, our knowing is maybe theoretical. And that too, our application is not that level. So then that knowledge will not be much meaningful. So that's why we have to regularly be in touch with Srila Prabhupada's books and understand these things. So that's why Prabhupada writes, you see, actually the path of bhakti is not easy. The so-called path of bhakti practiced by unauthorized person without knowledge of bhakti may be easy. But when it is practiced factually according to the rules and regulations, the speculative scholars and philosophers fall away from the path. Right? Avoiding four regulative principles, surrendering to the Guru, right? Giving up our independent mentality. People don't want to follow in all these things. So, ऐकांतिकी हरेर भक्तिर उत्पात आए वे कल्पते, सिर्फ उत्पात मचाता है. इस प्रकार का भक्ति लोग करते हैं जो उत्पात मचाता है. It's create a nuisance, disturbance in the society. So that's why Prabhupada says it's very tough to understand about Krishna. It's not easy. Samhatma sudurlabha. It's very, very rare. So anyway, beautiful purport. Yeah, no one can understand me until one has pleased with them for their transcendental loving service. It's difficult to understand Krishna. So that's why the shloka Prabhupada is given a purport. So let us take a recitation quickly. Who would like to begin? Yeah, anyone ready? Quickly. Yeah, yes, Prabhu, start. Manushyanam sahasreshu.
Shanam Sahasreshu.
Manushyanam sahasreshu.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu.
Manushyanam sahasreshu.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu.
Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Kaschiriyatati Siddhaye.
Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Kaschiriyatati Siddhaye.
Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Kaschiriyataya Siddhaye.
Manushyanam sahasreshu. Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Kaschiriyatati Siddhaye.
Manushyanam sahasreshu. Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Kaschiriyatati Siddhaye.
Manushyanam sahasreshu. Kaschidiyatati siddhaye.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Kaschiriyatati Siddhaye.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry,
Next. Yeah, next. Anyone? Yes. Next two lines. Yeah, yes, Shubham. Yatataamapi siddhanam.
यततामपि सिद्धानां
Yatataamapi siddhanam.
यततामपि सिद्धानां
Yatataamapi siddhanam.
यततामपि सिद्धानां
Kaschinmam veti tattvataha.
कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
Kaschinmam veti tattvataha.
कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
Kaschinmam veti tattvataha.
कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः.
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
Yeah, thank you. So I'll say the whole shloka, then all of you can take a chance. The Vishpu, I think, has not recited. Begin with the Vishpu.
Yeah, okay.
Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinmam veti tattvataha.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये यतताम् अपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः.
Yeah, others also can take chance. Two of you. Like to recite? Shubham Pro, Rishit Pro.
Yes, Prabhu. मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चित् यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेति तत्त्वतः
Very nice. Yeah. Yes, Jashit Pro.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धः यतम् अपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तव. Who's going to tell the last one?
Tattvataha.
Tattvataha. Tattvataha.
Yeah. So this is a very, very beautiful shloka. Krishna is, although Krishna is well-known God, but it is not properly known God. That's why Krishna is presenting. Nobody will come to know about me. Very, very rare. So that doesn't mean that it is very difficult, but the point is to know completely. The previous first shloka Krishna told, have a full consciousness of me, take shelter of me. In this way, free from all doubts, you will come to know about me completely. So this is how Krishna is presenting here. Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinmam veti tattvataha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, right. So one quick exit question I'll ask all of you. What is what Krishna told for the people who endeavor to know about him first? Among thousands, who are those people who endeavor to know about him? They're called as what in the shloka? What was the word for them? Krishna told, na? Among thousands, some come to know about me. Who are those people who try to know about? And then among such people, hardly one come to know about Krishna completely. So who are those people Krishna has told for them? What is a Sanskrit word? Yeah. You are saying in the English. Yeah, correct. English is correct what you wrote the translation. They are siddhas, basically. Siddhaye. And yatatam api siddhanam. Those who try to attain the perfection in this, there will be very few. They will endeavor. So all of you are attending the everyday class, and that too attending with attention and actively taking part. That is perfection. It's endeavoring towards that direction. That's the meaning of that. Siddhaye. So you can remember this keyword, siddhas. So those who are siddhas, among such siddhas also, one will come to know about Krishna completely. That's the point. Okay. Thank you all very much for joining with all of your nice active participation. Let us end with Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
जय
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय।
हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू।